think you're muted.
Hi guys. Hi. Pro streamer. Okay. Hang on. Get my flow. Just take it. Donkeys are aliens. Hi everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Completely Legitimate Business, where we will be undertaking completely legitimate business, mooning miners. Before we go around and say hello to all these wonderful faces around the screen, let's go through our usual channel announcements. First of all, we have the social links, which I posted about 5 minutes ago. You can find those. Discord is a safe and inclusive place where you can come and talk about TTRPGs and all the other wonderful things that go on in this community. Twitter, send me a DM and I will get you a game. Yeah, we've got spaces now on Wednesdays and Fridays at 6 PM before the next season. That is it. Until the end of March, Wednesdays and Fridays, 6 PM seems to be the best time that you can get a game. So if you want to get a game, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. And YouTube as well, you can catch up with this season and all the other wonderful things that we do on the YouTube. Thank you. We have a Patreon. Go and check out our Patreon. You can support us over there for as little as $1 a month, and every dollar is greatly appreciated. We have some free articles over there, which you can download and view at your pleasure. They are about TTRPGs and that sort of thing. There's another one in the works coming out very soon. Will be one about playing your first game on the Academy. So that is worth checking out too. We also have merch. If you want to get a crest on your chest, if you want to get don't be shy, get a crest on your inner thigh. You can go and get some swag to put in your bag. There's a plethora of options over there. You can, create a shield wall with one of our tapestries. It's up to you. We also have sponsors in the form of Mage Hand Press, who created the Dark Matter Alpha, a sci-fi expansion for D&D 5e. We use it to play in space, and you can play in any of your sci-fi fandoms. And also, we are sponsored by Bird in the Storm Publishing, who write modules for TTRPGs like D&D 5e, and they're also very worth it checking out. We have some other things down in the panels below as well. Check those out. There's 10 to 15% discounts at Tabletop Loot, Erasavad.com and RuInc.com. And every 10 retweets will get us a minor magical item from Lindy. We've already passed 10, so this week we are starting with a thingy to do. And with that, I will hand over to Lindy. Oh, hi!
Hi, I'm Lindy, and I'm going to be your DM for this evening in space. So we're going to go around, tell everybody who you are, who you're playing, and then we'll do a little recap of what happened last week. So we're going to start with Speedy.
Hello, my name is Speedy. You can find me everywhere as Not So Speedruns, and today I am playing as Junk R, our wonderful junk robot. He's a little bit rusty, a little bit out of shape, but he's a good bot and is trying his best to help his friends out in their completely legitimate business. That is no quotes around it as far as he's concerned. He's read the ship and it doesn't have any quotes around it. It's completely legitimate, and he is happy to be doing this very legal work with them.
Excellent. Speaking of very legal work, we've got Marcy.
Hi, everybody. My name is Marcy Vellin, and today I am playing Captain Lysander Fox, who is a half-djinn, half-gnome celestial star-packed warlock from the Mage Hand 5e expansion, Dark Matter. And I'm excited not to explode again. I'm going to.
Excellent. Moving on from Miss Marcy, we've got Sassy with Sander.
Hi, I am Sassy with Sander. You can find me everywhere under that name. And I'm playing Ish, the near-human fighter, lover of pizza, and army crawler of all things. And yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, she made a friend last week. We'll go into that more at the recap.
You can call it that.
Yeah, they definitely think of it as that way. And last but certainly not least, we got Scraticus.
Oh, hi! Today I'll be playing Johnny Deep. Johnny Deep, a character I'm reprising from a long time ago one-shots that we used to play with Lindy. He's just happy to be along. This week he's lost his hat. It's just down there, but he wanted to wear comfortable headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Thank you very much, Kentucky Hawkeye, for that Wow, I went a bit Australian there. For that donation, where he donates enough for everyone to get a D6. Everyone gets a D6 to add to any roll you like. That puts Sassy at 4D6s, Lindy at 4D6s, and Marcy at 1D6.
Excellent.
2D6s. 2D6s. That puts Marcy at 2D6s, and puts me and Speedy at 1D6.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll have to use some of these up with some of these minor mining operations. However, now we're gonna go do a quick recap. I like to kind of see who thought of what last time. So, whoever does the recap this week, I'm feeling in a good mood. Inspiration to whoever does the recap. So, don't all jump up at once. Anybody?
I'll try.
Okay, go for it, Ish.
Anxiety. Just kidding. Okay, so we were in, we obviously stopped and ended up going into a bar because where else would you find the completely legitimate crew but a completely legitimate bar area? And the captain met with an old friend while Ish stood guard. Johnny played psychedelic guitar and Speedy made friends at the bar. I'm rhyming today. So, of course, we had a little run-in with it. Illithid? Is that the correct way to do that? Ooh. We had a run-in with one. Ish had a run-in with one of those. Was slightly terrified, but survived to tell the tale. They eventually decided to go looking for a crew, and we found our crew. We have a nameless, large, what was a respectable, sexy lady.
Yes,
we call her. And then we have the gnome. No, it's not a gnome. I'm sorry, it's the dwarf.
Yes.
Yes, we have a dwarf friend that Johnny appreciates. And we also have, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember everybody that we have. Oh, JB, Jailbait, our miner that puts the miner in our mining. And then we ended up heading back to the ship, and if I remember where we closed off, the gift that Illithid had given Ish is now on her nightstand. It's not where she left it.
Correct. Yeah. And you also have a Professor Archibald, who is your geologist for the expedition. But aside from that, that pretty much sums it all up, for the most part. And I believe the good captain also had a little mini chat with her patron, and didn't go the way she was expecting, I don't think. So. Also,
big thank you to I'm fairly sure it's Tweeter of Vecna. Yes, indeed, Tweeter of Vecna, who gives a minor magical item to everyone except Johnny. Johnny gets a D6.
Excellent. All right. Let's see. Let's look at some stuff then. I get to roll D4 because we got 10 retweets. So we'll see who gets that. Johnny 1, Ish 2, Bryce 3, Speedy 4. Yeah, I'm bouncing between character names and that. Johnny, you do get a minor magical item. So everybody roll me a D100, please. Tell me what you guys got.
23.
23. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Johnny, you find a pair of sunglasses that when you put them on, it blocks starlight. And so everything looks super dark with them on. You got some super dark shades, which will also prevent you from being blinded. As long as you're wearing them for, like, flashes of light and stuff. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, who's next?
I got a 13.
13. Oh, wow. Okay. So you got, let's see, I'm just going up the trinkets table and then boosting them a little bit from dark matter right for tonight because it's at the very beginning. So you have a wooden mask painted to resemble a Vect. We're gonna say that if you're wearing this mask is it's actually pretty convincing, and so it gives you advantage on, like, persuasion checks with Vect race while you're wearing it.
Lindy, do you remember that first image that I painted when I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna play Dark Matter? And it was wearing a mask with asymmetrical eyes. Can it look like that?
It can look exactly like that.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can find it. I can't find it.
And it gives you advantage with vect interactions. Next. Who wants to go next?
41.
41. Excellent number. Ooh, okay. You find a book. It's a small novella detailing an apocryphal assault of tripods on a small world. Not quite sure what that means, but we're gonna say that this book will, once you read it, something will happen. Become more knowledgeable.
Interesting.
Yes. Are you proficient with history?
Let me check real quick. I don't think so. Nope.
Okay. We'll say that once you read this, you'll get a little better at history. Okay.
Does he get a hard drive upgrade?
Yeah, basically.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool. All right, and Ish.
Excellent.
56.
56. All right, let's see here.
So excited.
Oh, okay. So you're crawling underneath to get a pizza because you're hungry. And you open up, you're looking for that fridge, secret hidden compartment, and you open up a different one first, and you find 3 key cards. One is red, one is green, and one is yellow, but the yellow one has splatters of blood on it. And you find those, and then you're like, oh, it's the next one over, that's the pizza. But you find those.
That's exciting.
They're key cards, so they open something. You're just not sure what. Okay, so you guys are on the ship. You've taken off, and you're heading towards the moon of Malachor 4. That is where those wonderful, wonderful minerals that the Nautilids are seeking that you're going to be mining. Yes, that one. Love it. All right. It's going to take you a couple days to get there, because you're in the back rows of space, basically. There's no highway to get there. You can attempt to jump, but at where you're at in space kind of right now, you're more likely to get further away with a jump than if you just take the few days at, basically light speed to just get there. So you've got your crew is settling in. You can hear stuff being put into, because you don't want your suitcase just laying on the floor, because if you hit turbulence, it kind of just goes everywhere, and that's always a mess. Or if the gravity, gravity turns off, it's floating everywhere. So there's all sorts of built-in drawers and stuff in everybody's rooms, and so you hear everybody kind of putting their stuff away. While you guys start to head out on this voyage, I believe Johnny. Oh yeah. You also had met up with the doctor because Johnny's poisoned. That's right. You have a doctor who's going to be.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That
almost
minor
forgot
issue.
about that. Yeah.
Whoops.
Johnny's poisoned. He's paralyzed, basically. Got some paralysis poison going on. But a doctor's going to be meeting with you tomorrow, as soon as he can. I think it's only a few hours away. It'll be fine. Ish. Yeah, you're. Not many people know about the poison yet, but Ish, you're in your. You've got that paper bag on your nightstand. It wasn't there. It was, you put it the night before. You woke up this morning, it wasn't there. You did stuff around with the crew members. You come back, and it's right after leaving port, and it's there.
Oh, well, she's going to be a little bit startled as soon as she sees it. And I picture her when she walks in the door, her nightstand is on the other side of the room. So she's gonna lean against the wall.
Okay.
She has her hammer, of course.
Of course.
And she's going to slowly walk around the outskirts of the room until she's able to poke the bag with the hammer.
Yeah.
Not hard, just poke it and see what happens.
Doesn't move. I mean, it's not it's tunk. It's it doesn't wiggle or anything. You just nudge it.
She's gonna slowly get a little bit more courage, and she's gonna go poke it with her hand.
Uh-huh.
Same thing.
Yep.
She is going to carefully open it and just like peek over as far away from it as she can.
Tentacles, reach out and grab your face! I'm kidding. That doesn't happen. Just kidding. I just thought that would be great to say. I was like, because I thought it'd be funny, but that's not what actually happens. No, you look into the back, and there's a bunch of little containers.
Oh, well, she's gonna pick one up.
Right,
And
so you pick it up.
Is it clear or?
Yeah, they're clear, and they are labeled. They're also sealed. Like, it's still got, like, the plastic packaging around it. They appear to be gummies.
Gummies?
Yeah. But it says on the bottom, like, gummy vitamins.
Oh my goodness, it's just so excited. She's gonna immediately open it and eat one.
Uh-huh. It tastes like it's fruity. It's real fruity. Gummy vitamins.
Okay.
And it says, and like, if you read the back, it says great for brain health. And it's got like a list of all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients on the back.
Is there another container in there?
Yeah.
She's gonna look through and see what all the containers are.
They're all just different types of gummy vitamins.
Okay,
one's sour gummies, one's like fruity gummies.
So she's gonna grab the sour gummies and she's just gonna start snacking on them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's very content now.
Yeah, it's just a bag of brain
Your
enhancing
intelligence score raises by 3 levels.
You guys come back to that bar sometime. He's cooking herself a snack. No,
And I assume she's gonna like take it out of her room and she's just gonna start walking the halls, snacking on her.
Yeah,
gummy.
you see Captain like dragging Johnny into her room. Johnny don't look so good.
Yeah, I'm dragging Johnny into his room, like 1 foot under my one arm, and in the other one I have a bag of bottles.
And she's gonna like start heading your direction, and like her mouth is really full by the time she gets to the doorway that y'all are in. And with her mouth full, she's gonna be like, "What's going on?" Gummies?
Gummy? Maybe. No, Johnny, there's something wrong with him. We had to call a doctor.
And Ish is gonna walk up and like kind of lean over Johnny and just stare at him for a second. She's kind of like, "You okay there?"
Paralysis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're mostly paralyzed. You can kind of still talk. It's like creeping through your body.
Alright, just whiskey or something.
Okay. Captain, you need me to do anything?
Where's the mainsail?
I don't know what that means, Johnny.
Where's the mainsail?
No, I don't need you to do any. Well, if you want to help me carry him back to his room.
Okay. She's gonna close her gummies and stick them in her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I'll grab Johnny's arms because you have Johnny's legs, right?
I have one of his legs.
No, Ish is gonna go grab the other leg.
Only half tie the mast. I don't like the look of that wind going across.
Johnny, it's okay. There's going to be a doctor here soon. He's going to take care of you. You'll be better than yesterday.
I don't want to see no sore bones. Last sore bones I met was drunk.
Ish is just gonna look at Captain and say, "What?"
I don't know what he's saying half the time.
Well. Oh! I found this really cool secret room we could stash him in.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a
pieces down
good
there.
idea, and I think our Vex friend might be angry with us if we put a human. He's a little bit watery. Show me what you found, though. I'm interested.
And she's gonna go, "Okay," and immediately start walking with Johnny's leg.
I'll walk with his other leg.
I'm gonna walk all the way to the trapdoor, and before I do anything, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna turn to Captain. And I'm gonna say, "Now listen,
Mm-hmm.
my pizzas are in here, and I don't want anybody knowing where they are. So this is between you and me, and I'm watching you.
Okay. All right.
She's gonna drop Johnny's leg and pick up. She can look both ways. Gotta make sure there's nobody in the hallway.
Mhm.
Does she
Ish.
see anybody in the hallway?
No, people are getting settled into their cabins right now.
Okay. She's gonna
Ish.
throw up the trap door.
I promise you, your pizza secrets are safe with me.
She's gonna nod at you, and as she pulls up the trap door, she's gonna Vanna White it and turn around.
I haven't heard Vanna White in so long. That's such a good term of phrase. I love it.
Right. Huh. How does this look? Can you paint me a picture with words? How many
So,
pizzas are in
yes.
here?
Oh, okay. Sorry. You don't see the pizzas. The pizzas are in okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it just looks like a little crawl space, correct?
Yeah, it looks like a crawl space. It almost looks like it'd be an air vent, but the air vents are in the top, not underneath the floor. So it looks almost like an air vent, but it's wide enough for someone to crawl under. Not someone large, but average or smaller. So it's a bit of a squeeze for Ish. But you crawl underneath, and there's sliding panels, a couple of which appear to be temperature controllable. Bunch of sliding panels just all down the length.
She's gonna look at Captain and say, "The pizzas are in the fridge, but you didn't hear it from me."
Of course. This is a smuggling compartment.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we can do some serious legitimate business.
Give me a perception check with the smuggler's compartment open.
Sure.
Both of us are just
Yeah, both of you guys.
Nice.
okay. Yay!
I forget what my perception's like. What's it like? What's it like? What's it like? Oh, it's really good. I have good perception. 22.
All right, you don't hear it, Ish, but Captain Lysander, you hear almost a skittering sound, like real quick,
I think we have rats.
like coming from within the crawl space.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna hit. I imagine we have like utility belts and flashlights.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna hit my chest. I think I have the light spell anyway, so I can just whoop, turn myself into a glowworm.
Nice.
Ish thinks this is so cool.
It's basically like in the crawl space, it's like emergency lighting. Like it's off. You like, there's like a trigger, like when you open the fridge door, like it's dark for a second till you open it up. It's like that, and it's very dim emergency lighting.
I had something. There's something in here.
What?
Hello? Are you sapient? I speak. I can speak with beasts.
Okay.
Is one of my warlock invocations.
You don't hear a reply.
That's. I think we should get out of the compartment.
Do I need to save the pizzas?
You might need to save the pizzas.
It didn't sound very large, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was like a small skitter.
Lindy, if we have tribbles, there's gonna be trouble.
Trouble with triples, you say?
Yeah. I don't know what that was. That was strange.
But where do I put the pizzas?
Well, hold on. Let's just check the compartment, right? Make sure that nothing's gotten into them, and if it hasn't yet, and it seems airtight, then we don't need to put them anywhere else.
Okay.
All right. So there doesn't appear to be nothing has touched your pizzas. They appear to have been exactly as you left them in this space.
Nice.
She's gonna adjust it just so they sit perfectly in line, like almost like admiring her art again. Just a little adjustment. Deep breath. Close the door.
Nice. Okay. Oh, it's good. It's good to know that we can do some legitimate business. Wondering if we should get those quotation marks painted on the side of the ship.
All right. So, as you ponder this, you hear a little like beep, 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 like, which is like the hail sign on the like a text message is coming to the ship. It says, "Doctor arriving. T-minus 20 minutes."
Oh, good. That was fast.
And you see like a little blip on the radar because you guys have pretty much stayed where you are. And it looks like a ship is coming into view.
Ish is gonna turn to Captain and say, where do you want Johnny?
Let's put him in his room. Let's not keep him here. Johnny, you want to go to bed?
Hey.
We're gonna have a sleep now, okay? But when I say we, it's just you.
Oh, I am.
Okay. All right, let's go have a sleep.
Yeah, lash the wheel down.
Yep, we're taking you to bed now. And you're gonna see somebody. He's coming just for you. He's gonna come into your room and take care of you.
No, I don't have any money. Lysander's got all my money.
I don't see. I'm Lysander. Anyway, all right, let's take him to bed. Oh, gosh.
Ish will just nod and get him going, dragging him down the hallway.
All right, so you drag him down the hallway, stick him in his bed, which is right across the hall from Black Whirlwind. Room, and you hear like the go off again to say, "Hey, ship incoming." You hear like the proximity. That's your new proximity alarm. I'm not gonna. These signs are just gonna change every week, like for some reason. I don't know why. But you hear the proximity alarm basically go off, saying, "Ship approaching." Just as you tuck Johnny into bed. Imagine his hand is like stuck like to get a drink, but it's like not quite there, and he's just stuck there.
He's sloshed.
He's
Flushed.
Poor Johnny.
Also, thank you very much, Brit or Atomic Firebird, for the 2 temp HP gifts. One to Ish because they're on fire, and another one. Who sang the Perception song? Was it Ish or Marcy?
That was me.
Marcy!
And so 1 temp HP for you as well, Marcy.
Aw, shucks.
All right, so you get Johnny to bed, and then you hear as you hear one of the basically the ships joining together, and then ding dong, the doorbell goes off, so you have to open up the airlock. Also, Junker, you hear all these noises happen, like the proximity alarm's going off, the doorbell's ringing, like the airlock bell.
It appears that we have guests. I will welcome them. I'll do the necessary mechanics to get the doors open for them, and await their approach.
Okay, so yes, you get the airlock open. You're like, all right, code authorization, because it's not like a code or a thing. It seems that there was like a safety put on the airlock. Like, there's precautions on this airlock, and so you like type in the code, you open it up, and then you hear the hiss of the pressure equalizing a bit more between the two ships, and I see a slender man standing there with a pristine white lab coat and white bag of some sort. He's got gray slicked back hair and is standing there looking expectantly. You ordered a house call?
Hello. My name is
Hello.
Junkar.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Dr. Payne.
Dr. Payne.
Yeah.
That sounds like a joke I once heard.
Oh, really? I do enjoy a good joke.
I'll have to tell it to you later.
Brit has
What brings you
preempted.
here?
Brit has preempted Junker's humor by gifting a temp HP to Junker for whatever they inevitably
thank
do.
And he hands you like a business card, and it says Dr. Payne, and it's spelled Payne.
Ah, that makes more sense.
People always say that, and I don't know why. But yeah, I believe there was a distress call. A call sent out for a doctor here.
Let me check with the captain.
Ah, yes. I will wait here.
Beep boop beep.
Intercom.
Captain, there is a doctor.
Oh, good, good. Can you send him down to Johnny's room, please? I don't want to move him again.
Will do. Right this way, doctor. There is a patient in Johnny's room.
Oh, certainly. He will follow you. He's pretty slender build, and his like, you have not seen such a pristinely ironed and maintained lab coat. Like, it is crisp, it is sharp. That collar, you think if it was popped, it would just stay at whatever angle you put it at. Like, this guy is meticulous, and he is wearing perfectly fitting red gloves on, and on the back of his lab coat is like a red cross as well. And so you lead him down to Johnny's room, and Ish and Lysander and Johnny are in there. He goes, oh, hello, someone called for a doctor?
Mhm.
Ah, greetings, I am Dr. Payne.
Come again?
My name is Dr. Payne. I'll hand you a business card.
Oh, thank you. Is it spelled like pain?
Payne, like a window pane.
Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the patient. Motion toward Johnny on the bed.
Ah, oh dear, he seems to be in some state of
Turn on the light. Very bright. Very white. Very bright.
paralysis. Is he intoxicated at the moment?
Johnny? He's always intoxicated.
I don't think that he can't be.
Interesting. Perhaps a hyperactive liver. Let me see. And I'll start pulling, like, he opens his bag, and instead of, like, pulling out tools, like, he opens his bag, and it unfolds like a little standing, like, desk with drawers and everything. And he pulls out a drawer, and he pulls out a stethoscope, and he inserts it, and he listens to the heartbeat. And then he goes, interesting, and puts it down, pulls out another thing. He looks in his eyes. He does, like, a full examination. I will need to do some blood work to confirm my theory, but I believe your friend here might have been poisoned.
Johnny does his very best to stay solid during this examination.
Yes. And he takes a little blood sample, sticks an IV in, and then he puts it into this interesting looking machine, puts a couple drops of something in it, and the machine just violently shakes it super fast. He waits a moment, comes out, and you see the blood is swirling, but there appears to be little pieces of green, like crystallized looking things floating in it. And he goes, yeah, this is... Your friend has been poisoned by a very invasive substance. There is a cure, however, it will take a little bit of time to synthesize from your friend's blood sample here. It is a very expensive paralysis poison, which is in large doses is enough to paralyze even the internal organs to stop them from functioning. However, your friend here seems to just be experiencing a very mild case. He must not have consumed much.
The minor case. Minor case of the minors.
He also is apparently very intoxicated, or perhaps not intoxicated enough. It will take me about an hour or two to synthesize a cure, but your friend will be fine.
Does the doctor at any point turn their back on the bag thing?
Probably to take some blood from Johnny.
Oh god.
Ish would really, really, really like to know what are in those drawers and why that bag is so big. So can I stealthily check that out?
Yeah, give me a stealth check. To be quiet about it. So you're not trying to take anything yet, so there's no sleight of hand. You're just very quietly investigating. So give me a stealth check. The 22, yeah, he doesn't appear to notice you. You're opening up like the top drawer. The top drawer appears to be your base. There's 4 drawers in this thing. Top drawer is very basic medical equipment. You got like the tongue depressor, the little eye looky thingy, the stethoscope. The second drawer appears to be like a bunch of vials of stuff and that kind of thing, things he pulled out for the sample, like blood work kind of things. The third drawer appears to be surgery equipment. There's like more needles and scalpels and like a small bone saw. The fourth drawer you open up and you see that there is a large like petri dish looking thing, but like a big glob of goop starts to try to like work its way out, and it has like 1,000 eyeballs in it, and they're all blinking at different times as you open that drawer.
Ish is gonna slam that drawer shut, not very stealthily, jump up and say, I'm gonna go check on the pizza, and run out of the door.
Oh. And he kind of looks, and you see like there's like an eyeball like attached to a green piece of goo, kind of like stuck in like on the outside as you slam the drawer, and he goes, oh, she opens the fourth drawer. He opens it, pushes it back in, closes it, sanitizes his gloves, and then continues treating Johnny.
And she's gonna be hiding outside of the door now, like casually peeking in, but not wanting anybody to know she's outside the door.
Ish finds all the weird stuff I put in here. Yes, there's an illness in the kitchen. Yes, there's like sentient bacteria growing in this petri dish in the bottom drawer. But he's turning to Johnny. The bill is going to be about 50 gold for the home visit and to synthesize this cure to this venom.
Welcome in Mini Terrain Domain. Thank you very much for the raid. Oh, hi.
Hello. But Johnny will be cured and suffer no ill side effects or bad effects of this poison. I rolled when poison was discovered to see how bad of a poison it would be, and I rolled pretty bad, so it's gonna be a little expensive to cure. But Dr. Payne is gonna be able to cure them all up. Does Lysander stay with the doctor and Johnny the whole time, or does she go about her business?
She's probably gonna check on Junkar eventually to see how the actual ship is looking, but for the most part she's going to stay with Johnny.
Okay, so while the doctor's there doing his synthesizing work for a couple of hours, Junkar, you're doing stuff in the engine room?
Yes, I'm always doing stuff in the engine room.
I figured, that's fine. I mean, if you're somewhere else, let me know, but I just guessed. So you're doing work in the engine room, and you look up, and suddenly that Goliath lady is like, Junkar's pretty tall, yeah?
Yes, he's about 7 feet tall.
Okay, I think I said that the Goliath lady was like 7.5 feet tall, so she's about your height. She's like standing next to you, like real close. Like you turn and she's like right there.
Ah, hello, respectable, sexy lady. I did not see you there.
Ah, it happens quite frequently. I like how forward you are.
Looks like we got a new friend.
There's a trait I can appreciate in someone.
Welcome, Party RPG. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. Oh no! And thank you for the bits, Matt Hoadley. If you want to give someone a temp HP, let us know who.
Ah, well, yes. I rarely go backwards.
I can also respect that in someone. So, what is your name? I prefer not to refer to you as Vict.
I go by Junker.
Junker. Interesting name. I see you, Marcy. Well, I can appreciate someone so forward as yourself, Junker. Perhaps we could spend time together while on mining operation. Get to know a little better.
That sounds like fun. Would you like to be friends?
Duh. I am amenable to this.
Great. What do they call a Vect who operates an elevator?
What? Speedy. Say it.
Well, you might say that he lifts.
She actually she's pretty deadpan, but when you say that, she's like, ha! She gives you like a slap on the shoulder. I do enjoy good lifting. She flexes. She has like muscles on muscles when she flexes. I imagine elevator is very heavy.
Very strong.
Requires much lifting.
Sexy lady.
Yeah, duh. Well, now that we have had formal private introduction, I will be seeing you later. And she nods and swaggers out of the room.
Very well. It has been nice talking to you.
Likewise. And she goes back to her room to do some lifting. As she is now in the mood to lift. The Dr. Payne finishes up his work. Johnny, he has this big blue, like, needle full of liquid. He injects it into you and into, like, your arm, and you almost immediately start to be able to move your fingers in that arm, and you feel it kind of start to circulate. He goes, within the next 15 minutes or so, it should traverse your entire body, and all the effects will be reversed.
Oh, lovely. Did anyone unfurl the mainsail? Marcy, you're muted.
Thank you. No, Johnny, we don't know what that means.
I'm feeling rather too lucid.
Perhaps you should resume your drinking. You have a remarkable liver. I took a bit of time to study it while I was here. It's hyperactive, you could say.
Hyperactive? I thought it was just porous.
Perhaps that is...
Because it's always saying porous another.
That is a good joke. I do enjoy a good joke. Now, anyways, I will be accepting payment, and I will be leaving your ship alone. Congratulations on not being dead. And it's been a pleasure to be your doctor this evening. And Dr. Payne, he'll grab like the wheels of the little rolly cart, and he'll just pull it up, and it'll fold itself back into that big white bag he was carrying. Do you pay him, Captain?
Yeah, I pay him.
All right.
I think we have enough. I actually forget.
Oh yeah, Johnny has a bunch of money still.
Okay.
No, he doesn't. He gave it all to Sam.
Gave it all to Captain Lysander, so she could just pay him with that money.
Yep. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, he leaves, having completely cured Johnny of this horrible poison. Oh, you set up the joke wrong. Oh, it was pretty funny. So, anyways, I read the chat. The doctor leaves, Dr. Payne leaves. You have his business card in case someone else gets sick. He says he'd be more than happy to make house calls, as he's frequently travels the system. He doesn't like to stay in a home office. He enjoys traveling space, which is why he has just hears random distress signals and goes, "Oh, I'll check that out," and he does. So Dr. Payne has left. You guys are able to resume your voyage with Johnny being unparalyzed.
Well, I can't say that doctor encounter wasn't painless.
I have to wonder if there are other Dr. Paynes, maybe there's a call we can make, or some sort of survey that we can fill out to rate our pain.
He does have a Yap account, which is like Yelp, but it's the space version. You should yap about it.
Great. Can I yap it?
Yap about it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just look him up on Spoogle, you'll see his Yap account.
Spoogle?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will do that.
All right, and you guys continue on your way towards Malachor 4, the moon you're going to be doing some mining with. So, as you've been supplied, you've got food, you've got equipment, you're ready to go. How are you guys doing handling your new recruits? Are you giving them like kind of like free reign of the ship? Are you doing like meals or at these times, this time, and this time? How are you guys dealing with that? You've got 4 new temp employees.
You kidding me? I made the beds. Someone else has brought them now.
Yep, Johnny's done his part. He got the rooms ready.
I'm just making sure they don't touch the engine.
Okay.
Ish doesn't mind being physically in their presence, but she doesn't want to look at them, she doesn't want to talk to them, and she doesn't want to share a pizza.
All right. Yeah. JB comes and tries to like talk to you a couple times.
And she, every time he comes to talk to her, she's just gonna kind of like turn and look at him for a second and take another bite of her pizza and put it down and then just look at it, like go back to eating her pizza.
He kind of like tries to like second. He usually tries twice and then he gives up and kind of like goes off and sits by himself. And...
That's so sad. I feel like after about like the 7th time that he tries to talk to her, she might like tear off a piece of the crust and hand it to him. It's not her favorite part of the pizza.
Yeah.
But like,
he looks a little like surprised you shared pizza with him. And like maybe it occurs to you like maybe he just wanted to talk. Maybe he's not after my pizza.
So I feel like
usually people don't look so confused when you hand them a crust is why. You're like, wait a moment.
Once she makes that connection, she's going to take the crust back.
Okay.
And just turn and like listen. Look,
he's like equally confused. He's like, okay. Right. Excellent. I'm gonna go, baby. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
See you next time.
Right. All right. Yeah, he's pretty persistent, and he kind of comes up to everybody a couple times and is like, just trying to make friends. Like, you know, the poor orphan kid he is. And just let's see, Archibald. Whenever you see him, he's at like in like at one of the a table in like the mess hall area, kind of just with like a pile of paperwork, and he's just filling things out. And he's got like a bunch of different types of rocks as paperweights, so they don't shift around. Some of them are pretty interesting looking. Like there's a whole bunch of different colored ones and like striations of mineral deposits, and he's like kind of looks at one for his example and writes something down about it as he kind of, and then he uses it as a paperweight again.
Oh, Lindy, why are you making this poor man's organization system so interactable? Oh.
Because I love you guys. And so Professor Archibald's doing that for the first couple of days. Black Whirlwind discovers that the ship has a wet bar and tries to spend some of his time there once he's unpacked.
Where he will find Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Coincidentally, I wasn't waiting for Black Whirlwind there. This is a happy accident.
Of course. So Black Whirlwind walks up and he sees, he's like, "Aye, so is this wet bar accessible for everyone?
Accessible? What do you mean?
Is it reserved for, I don't know, crew members of certain rank or are all welcome?"
Oh, no, help yourself, I think. I do.
Alright then. And you see, he's got that metal hand with that sleeve on it. You see him dig into like a side pouch he has, and he pulls out like a metal beer stein. It's very intricately carved and stuff, and he just like with the magnets, it just attaches itself to the end, and he's got like a cup for an arm now at the end.
And I notice you've got a lot of magnets and gizmos that latch into the floor of the ship and all that sort of thing.
I'm a bit of a craftsman, you could say. I enjoy technology, but of a different sort. None of these crazy engines and stuff. Earth metals. Magnets are pretty cool.
Do you work with fluids at all?
A wee bit, aye. And you see he like pulls the cork out of a bottle and like pours half the bottle into his stein, sets it down, kind of sets the cork down next to it, and just starts drinking out of his arm mug.
I didn't mean, do you work under the influence? I meant, do you do any, like, I don't know, is there such a thing as fluid crafting? Oh, you made that beer! I used to be a bit of a craftsman myself. Mostly rum, but I just used to sit grumblings in it until it got stronger.
What the bloody hell's a gremlin?
Magical little creatures, and I miss the blighters.
Oh, tell me about them. I've never heard of them. Why would you sit a gremlin in alcohol? Wouldn't they taint the alcohol?
No, they make it purer. They are rum incarnate. The longer you sit them in rum, the stronger the rum becomes.
Such a creature exists?
Mm-hmm.
I can scarcely believe that.
And they have a happy aura around them that makes you happy all the time. Or poisoned. One or the other.
Drunk, maybe.
Mm.
That's the happiest poison I like.
Yes.
Raises his toast to you again. Alright.
This is going so well.
They'll be like, well, if you ever find one of these things, where do you find these things? Sounds like I should recruit a couple. Have them on the ship?
No, it was off a planet that was disc-shaped, I guess.
Interesting. I've heard of a disc-shaped planet before. Never been to one.
Yeah, no, I got sucked off of one.
No.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Giant squid.
Really?
Do you know much about sailing?
I know more about mining than I do about sailing. But I've got a cousin. He likes to sail. He's got a peg leg. After that happened in the mining accident, well, I lost my arm, he lost his leg. He took to the seas and I kept in the mines.
Oh. It's a wonderful life. Strange, I never see any of the boat bits of this boat.
Kinda like sits there a minute and just blinks. Or maybe you just haven't found them yet.
Yeah, that must be it. But when I press the, mainsail button, I guess it's a mainsail button, the ship goes forward, so it works all right.
Are you the ship's pilot?
Most of the time.
Right.
Lysander also flies it sometimes.
Aye, the captain.
Captain Fox, yeah, wonderful captain.
Aye. So, we're gonna be doing a bit of mining soon. That's where my specialties. I've got a bunch of mining equipment I brought with me. Personalized stuff. A lot of the traditional stuff you buy requires 2 hands, and well, I've only got 1. So I made a bunch of attachments for this one.
All right. Magnets?
Magnets, some other types. Other things. Wee bits of magic.
I'm envious of your beard.
Would you like to stroke it?
Not now, someone might walk in.
Right. Yeah.
Genasi, water genasi. I can make like an ice thing. Or maybe get some seaweed and some kelp, but it doesn't really grow much.
Ah. Well, we dwarves are magnificent creatures, capable of growing vast amounts of body hair. Beards in particular.
Sounds like an interesting study.
And at that point, he's just gonna kind of pop open another bottle, and we're gonna cut back over to, what is Ish doing on the ship right now? This is like, you've been eating pizza, but this is a couple days into the trip. You have a couple days to go. It's gonna take you about a week. You're about halfway through this point.
I think that so Ish has those 3 key cards.
Mm-hmm.
And after spending several minutes trying to like turn them into a tower of like cards, she gets really bored.
They're off balance. They don't stack right. It's real like frustrating.
I think that she's gonna kind of look around the ship to see if she can find anywhere that they belong.
Okay.
Like kind of casually. I think she's also looking for another like hidey hole, since she like showed Captain her hidey hole, and she's very paranoid about the protection of her pizzas.
Yes.
So, so I think she's just kind of exploring what she
Okay.
can.
Give me an investigation check while you're exploring.
Investigation. Oh.
All right. So with the net 1, you don't find anything that these key cards connect to at all. And you even like think you forget where your pizza is for a second, but then you're like, oh wait, it's this one. You open like all the things and you're like, nope. Ah, okay, we're good. Give yourself a little scare there for a moment.
So I think after like failing at that, she's probably just gonna sneak around and people watch.
All right.
Just kind of like wander around and probably people watch, specifically Johnny, Captain, Junker, and JB. She's very confused by JB.
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna crew's doing the crew thing. It looks like Johnny's having a drink with Black Whirlwind. And Johnny seems maybe a bit flustered even. It's a bit strange. You've not seen Johnny flustered. And so you're kind of just like, whatever. Junkar is in the engine room a lot, making sure people don't touch it.
I feel like when she goes to check on Junkar, she's gonna find like like, are the washers the flat circles that you use in building things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's just gonna casually like toss those so they hit Junker's shoulder and like hide.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh no.
Against, I assume, my perception.
Yeah.
I'm not very perceptive.
These washers, they hit your shoulder. Maybe they fell off from some component. You're not sure. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, my head swivels to turn back and I see nothing, and then I just turn back and immediately go back to working.
I imagine as Junker turns to swivel, Ish is just gonna like wide-eyed and drop.
Yeah. Looks over.
But I also really firmly believe she only has one washer. So every time she throws it, she has to like army crawl to get it back.
Crawl, get it back. Yeah, perfect. So you drop armor crawl forward. It's like right behind Junker. You like pick it up and then crawl backwards out of the room. And what's Captain Lysander doing during the first couple of days on the ship?
Captain Lysander is organizing meal plans and giving them the rundown about when they make stops and how long they'll be, and you need to be back on the ship because we're on a mission and we're not going to waste any time. I want to also download recipes for these meals. I don't know how the Vect work. Can I download recipes like right into
into Junker?
Into Junker, yeah.
That's an excellent question.
Not without my consent.
I was going to ask you.
Let's look at the Vect a little bit. Let's see. I mean, they are robots. They do have hard drives. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to download some recipes from Skoogle.
Skoogle.
No, Skoogle is the cooking one.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I thought you were gonna look on Tinprist.
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can download the recipe into like my hard drive or whatever. I'm not a cooking bot though, so like I will know the technical steps required, but it doesn't make me any better at making it.
At doing them.
No, that's okay, because I'll cook it, but I need you to be like the tablet that I scroll through.
Alexa, next step.
You basically.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. So you download some recipes from Skoogle.
Yeah, I think we should hire a cook.
Okay.
I think that's the next step.
For your next stop. It's just like, yeah, pizza chef.
Yeah, is there any other kind?
Who knows? There's the Illithid cook. He made he cooked nuts and bolts and other things.
And gummies.
And gummies. Brain vitamin gummies.
That are magically delicious.
They're very good. You almost feel a little smarter eating them. Like your mind is just expanding and growing with knowledge. Strangest thing.
Ish doesn't know what to do with it, so she just thinks it's cool.
Yeah, you're like, wow. Like you like pick up on random facts. Like, I know that. Oh, I know that. Wow. So Lysander, are you doing like scheduled meal times for the crew, like breakfast, like kind of like the Holiday Inn, where like breakfast is served from 7 to 9 a.m.
Yep.
And then okay, cool. So it'll be generally communal meal times then, rather than eat when you're hungry. So the dinner table, it's so you have how many people on the ship? About 10. No, not 10. You have 8 people on the ship. Yeah. Ship can hold comfortably 10 crew members. So 8 people on the ship. The dinner table is pretty full every evening. And you learn that Archibald is a vegetarian. And so he doesn't eat any meat. He's a very gentle minotaur. Also, he says it just sits better in his stomachs. He has 4 of them. So, just a little easier on him. But, and it appears that respectable, sexy lady is very, she takes like it's like a soup, it's like a chicken soup. She just takes all the chicken out of his soup form and eats them. She's very high protein minded. So there's that. Everyone else, and then Black Whirlwind seems to live more on alcohol than food. And then JB eats whatever is put in front of him very quickly.
He's growing.
He's a growing boy.
A growing boy. A growing minor.
Yeah.
Intern is what we're gonna call him.
Intern. Baby the intern. So, I guess you would be proficient with cooking utensils, according to Twitter Vecna. Because all artisan's tools and cooking tools would be considered amongst it.
Regardless, I'm not, it's not a programming thing. Like, I can't just automatically do it.
It's not the Matrix.
I'm gonna narrative weave this into the idea that you you can't cook, but I can still use you as cooking utensils. So
Uh-huh.
like
You
I'm
can make me
making
just, like,
a
chop?
cake. Yeah, I can make you chop, but but also like I take your arm and I put it in a weird direction, then I use it as a
Whisk?
a whisk, yeah.
Oh, like a KitchenAid?
Yeah, like a KitchenAid.
Love it.
Might get a little rusty in there, but
Yeah.
never hurt anyone.
You know, he's got to get an upgraded chassis anyways. Eventually at some point. A little rust in the muffins never hurt anybody. So it's extra fiber, it's fine. A little extra minerals, a little extra iron, maybe it'd be fine. It's good for you guys. So walking Cuisinart, yes.
Yes.
So
Junka, go into slap chop. Just beautiful.
match that looks awful. Like the whole kitchen counter is just like vibrating.
Mm-hmm.
But dinners turned out pretty good. Actually, let's have a cooking check. Let's see how well these recipes go.
Okay. What shall I use as the base stat for this?
I think we're gonna use wisdom as a base step for cooking because you kind of have to. It's something you get with experience.
Okay.
But we'll give you advantage because you have Junkar helping you.
Thank you, Junkar. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm so slow at this.
You're fine. 19.
Nice.
Meals turn out pretty good. It's good food. I don't know why you didn't have Junkar help with food sooner. It's really tasty.
I still want to hire a chef. This is. Oof.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to prepare food for 8 people a couple times a day. I mean, it's a lot of cooking. So, at some point, Junkar, what are you doing besides helping the captain cook over the first couple of days? Till we get to the midway point of our journey, halfway to the moon. Junkar?
What? Sorry.
It's okay. What are you doing on your first few days on the journey to the moon?
I'd like to talk with Black Whirlwind. Is that his name?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk to him about his arm.
All right. So you find him drinking with Johnny.
Mm-hmm. Hello there, Johnny and Black Whirlwind. How's it going?
It's going splendidly. We've got drinks. Would you like one?
Oh, no thank you. I do not and cannot drink.
Shame.
We can get you an oil. We can get you an oil though, Junker.
That would be nice.
Right. I'll get you a little 10 cup of oil.
Just pour it on like his neck and like rusty
Yeah.
like joints.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like an oil intake that just kind of greases everything. You just gotta like pour it in.
I believe that's known as a nipple. A grease nipple.
I'm fairly certain that that is not correct.
Trust me, I worked in engineering for a while. It's called an oil nipple. One of my favorite engineering sentences of all time was a serious sentence delivered in a morning meeting where someone came along and said, "I'm really sorry, but my greasy nipple is causing me shaft issues." And that was not meant in jest at all, and we wanted to sit there and be adults and not laugh at it. I'm sorry, I've broken the narrative. Back in.
Let me rewind that last sentence.
You can be an adult and still
That is
laugh
correct.
at it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm going to be living in that sentence forever now that it's in my brain.
Love it.
Yeah,
No.
well, yeah,
Hey.
grease up your nipples.
I grease nipple never hurt anybody.
That is probably correct. Black Whirlwind,
I
I wanted to ask you about your arm. It seems like a very fascinating piece of technology.
it is, laddie.
Did you build
Maybe.
that yourself?
Did indeed. A bit of a craftsman, if you will.
Ah, I am a craftsman as well, although I mostly specialize in scrap.
Interesting. I work with raw materials. I like to take the metal, preferably earth metals, and then melt them down and craft them. And he'll you notice he kind of flicks a switch, and then the attachment comes off fairly easy in his cup hand. You're guessing he uses electromagnets to make sure the attachment stays well on. It doesn't kind of easily get knocked off or anything. I've got all sorts of attachments for this hand. I've got my drinking cup. I've got a pickaxe. I've got a craftsman's tools. That's a whole set. I've got a bunch of attachments for it.
Weapons?
Aye, that too. It's generally what I use the pickaxe for.
That sounds versatile.
It's a laser pickaxe, if you didn't know.
Fascinating. Can I see the laser pickaxe?
Certainly. And you see he pulls out what looks like just like a longer, because it's got like a nub, like a silver nub. So he gets another attachment that looks like it just kind of attaches onto it, but it's got a little slit in the top that looks like a crescent, and he turns on the first switch, and then he turns on the second switch, and this arc of laser in the shape of a pickaxe emits in like a bright red from his laser pickaxe attachment. Careful, it's sharp.
That seems not only sharp, but, well, deadly.
It is. It's great for getting metals out of the earth. Sweet, sweet ground, rock. It's also great for smashing people in the face, cutting them up.
Impressive.
Like. And you're gonna. And it just simmers away into Bacne. Flips the switch, pulls it off. I've got several other attachments, but well, I like to keep those a bit more private. You got to get to know me first.
So, Whirlwind Duck, how comes you're looking for work anyway?
Oh, well, you see, I got laid off from my last job.
Alright, so I suppose you're looking for a permanent employee eventually.
Eventually, I've been doing some odd jobs here and there, but you see, it was that mining accident. They let me go on the basis of disability. I'm better now before than I was then. This is much more durable than flesh. And you're gonna tink, 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 like knocks on it.
Really, the mining accident was only a minor inconvenience.
Indeed it was.
In all senses of the word.
It took me a while to craft this beauty, but now that it's ready, now if I get inspired, I just make another attachment for it.
I was wondering, you seem to be very skilled in making sturdy materials and equipment. I don't know if you noticed, but much of my body has begun to rust due to several years of not having access to the proper tools to repair.
I see. You're saying you need some body work done?
Yes.
We could probably make some kind of arrangements to take care of that a bit. Get some materials. Fix you up.
That would be wonderful.
We can work out the details over some drinks. How about we get you another grease nipple?
I would appreciate it. If you're going to be helping me, we can be friends. What did the miner get detention for from his teacher?
What?
He kept asking too many questions.
I get it. It's a play on words. All right. Here's your... And he'll pour
I
himself
appreciate
a
the nipple as well.
drink. He'll kind of tink, like, cheers to you. Grease it up a little bit. Yeah. He basically says he'll work out some kind of a payment plan if we gotta acquire the materials first, because he lets you know if you don't want to rust again, you can't just repair everything with scrap all the time.
Yeah, getting that impression.
So he's gonna assist you with the procurement of new metals for a new chassis for your metal bod. Junkar moving in on all the crashes. Yep.
If you would like any help developing any new arm attachments, I would be happy to help as well.
I'm always open to new ideas.
Have you
You ever think
considered
of it?
a
Just let me know.
quadruple barrel shotgun?
I thought I considered a double barrel, but never a quadruple barrel.
Yes. It's like a double barrel, but
A
double.
double barrel. I like it. We should work on the schematics for that if you know anything about quadruple barreled shotguns. I think we should go with double barrel.
I think
If you've
that will
got-
be quite effective.
A double barrel. How are you gonna cock it? When the
Oh.
barrel's just.
You put one on one side, and you flip the other one up, and then you cock them on from each side.
Oh, cock them together. I see.
Aye.
Parallel. Yep, got it. See, this
You
is
could
why I
even
don't create
fire-
things.
All 4 barrels at once.
But then wouldn't the top barrels be in the way of the...
No.
We'll work on rigging it. All right. So, midway through, you guys are driving along, about halfway through, and you get a proximity alert on the thing. I'm guessing Johnny now knows autopilot, so I'm guessing every so often he just comes in, adjusts, and then goes back out to drink. Yeah.
Totally, yep. Dip. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. That'll do. Hey!
Hey! More drinks. The double barrel. Yep, it is a real item in the book. So, but Captain, you're kind of walking by. Johnny, you're up there too, and you see the little blip on the radar, the proximity of another ship, which is odd, as you guys are kind of in the boonies of space.
We have another ship. What happened the last time we encountered another ship in the middle of nowhere?
From nowhere across the town, like, no ships! No ships! Remember what happened last time we did the ships?
I remember what happened last time we did the ships. I didn't like that. Let's lay low as we can. Is there a cloaking mechanism?
You haven't looked for one. So you've not really had, your pirate ship didn't have a cloaking mechanism, and that's why you got caught the first time. Give me an investigation check or a technology check to see if you can see if there's a cloaking mechanism on this ship, as it didn't really come with an instruction manual.
I don't know.
What is the,
I got no
I'm
idea.
not sure.
No
A
idea.
lot. This is a very interesting layout because it's a match between Elvish and Gnomish design. Some of the systems are pretty weird.
how about guns and things?
You have a big ass mining laser on the ship now. That can deal a good bit of damage.
Oh boy.
It's a good thing Johnny doesn't know how to use it.
That's
Well,
a very-
actually, Johnny kind of does, because autopilot lets all of them things be operated as if there was a gunner, engineer, or
Oh
pilot
no!
on board.
Oh god.
All right.
I don't think Johnny will do anything, but
So you guys kind of look out, and you see. Give me perception checks, as this thing is almost invisual. You gotta you can get a read on it.
All of us?
Those who are up on the bridge of the ship, the cockpit.
At a 16.
You recognize this ship. This is a very large ship. It is known as the SS St. Vincent, or the White Angel of the Outer Rim. They are basically, the St. Vincent is a single stark white human battleship, a Warbringer class vessel, so very large. It's owned and operated by volunteer peacekeepers and lawmen seeking to bring order and justice to lawless space. So, very legal, but like...
But not the legal.
Not official. However, a lot of times if they bring somebody in, the actual law enforcement does take care of that person, as they have a spotless reputation. So they've saved planets, they've done all sorts of noble good deeds, and they actually hail your ship. SS St. Vincent hailing the completely legitimate. SS St. Vincent hailing the completely legitimate.
You should probably take that one, Captain. You should understand this space jargon.
Hail.
Yeah, the SS St. Vincent wonders what, if you are in any trouble, as it is quite the middle of nowhere in space, and there is no, rest stops and or planets in the nearby vicinity. Are you lost? Repeat, are you lost?
Read you loud and clear. We are not lost.
Destination inquiry.
Warrant, please.
Warrants, please. You get a long pause.
I've been to jail before.
I know you have. Get a long pause. Technically, you don't have anything illegal on board currently, though. So
Yeah.
safe for now.
Are the lasers not illegal?
We got rid of the ones that had the symbol on them, so we're
Mining laser was
all...
a generic mining laser, so you guys
Yeah.
are completely legitimate right now. Well, if you're hired.
I just don't want to tell them where we're going, though. That's like...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Warrant.
Mm-hmm. That gets a pause. There's a long pause, and this ship is pretty big. Let me see if I can get you the exact specifications, because it's a big one. Warbringer. Oh man, okay, yeah. This ship can hold 7,750 passengers. It's got
Oof.
a lot of weapons and a lot of other stuff, so you do not want to pick a fight with this ship for sure. Oh man, this ship has legendary actions. Oh, that's so cool. All right, anyways, sorry, geeking out.
Why?
It's got legendary actions.
Johnny will signal to Fox to
Is the line dead?
I take my hand off the button.
Yeah.
If you want me to try and, get out of here, I've lost big ships in the past. Admittedly, not like this, but...
No, they're very, what's the word for it? Legal. If they don't have a warrant, they can't really ask us anything. We haven't done anything wrong. We're just here. It's not illegal to be here, and we're also on a gnomish vessel.
That's a good point. I could take us straight through one of them dead zones.
Yeah. Well, that's not what I'm saying, but yes, you're right.
I'll start looking one up, just in
I'll
case.
start looking one up.
Yeah, look one up, but Johnny, proceed with caution. There's probably a lot of people. If they go into dead space, that's a lot of people that we could totally dinghy out for a price.
That's alright, we just head into the thing, we say, warning, we're entering a dead zone, and when they go in, we'll be like, we tried to warn you and save them, like you say.
That's true. It's a lot of money. All right, let's.
All right. So as you're saying that, you see the light flashing again.
Hail.
There is an outstanding warrant of arrest for the ship, the Completely Legitimate. That is the proper identification tag of this ship, is it not?
Right. You. Go. Out. Johnny, cheese it.
Johnny casts scramble targeting. And hits the gas.
Do you say Johnny Cheese It with the thing still open?
No, I looked it up.
Johnny Cheese It. All right.
No, I looked it up. And as he starts doing that, I'm like, again.
There's an outstanding warrant of arrest for the captain of the Completely Legitimate. I have his name written down somewhere. Hold on, someone of these sticky notes.
It's Calvert Fox.
Yes, that. Of course, that's mine. For Captain Calvert Fox of the Completely Legitimate.
Cal, dead.
Pardon? Please do not proceed further into space.
I'm adding my 1d6s to the Cheez-It roll.
Oh, God.
God damn it, that makes it a total of 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, to the Cheez-It roll. All right.
Johnny, good news is they don't want me. They want my uncle who's dead.
He's
But
like
once
pushing the buttons and the ship's like...
yeah. Bad news, they'll still want me after they figure out he's dead, so cheese it a little faster, won't you?
I'm trying. 14 for a total, Indy.
14 for a total. You're moving. It's not as fast as you'd like. You see that the SS St. Vincent is in pursuit. They are using one of their legendary actions to move half their movement speed within the cone of movement, which is going to be in your direction. So it moves pretty fast. They don't appear to be firing, though. They just appear to be trying to catch up. Let's see. Oh, man.
It's just gonna walk. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's
you
just
haven't
gonna-
done anything for a while.
It's just gonna walk to the front and be like, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but there's like a giant ship outside.
Yeah, you guys, when looking out the port side, can see just this massive ship.
Yeah. So I'm going to call out Stargoyle, and Stargoyle is a familiar. Stargoyle can help with stuff and actions. And so the mechanics is I want Stargoyle to help Johnny on their checks.
Okay.
And the way it looks is that I'm actually sending it directly into the ship.
Okay.
Like it hits the board, and then there's this explosion of stars, and then the entire thing lights up for a second, and it just makes this Stargoyle noise, like
Okay.
as though it's
As
one with
that
the ship right now.
happens, if that's how you want it to go down,
Yes.
something's going. I need you to make me a.
Oh no! Please be
wisdom
kind to
saving
Stargoyle.
throw.
Please be kind to Stargoyle. I
I
only
was gonna
have
have
the
a
one
point to
until I
buttons with
summon
his
it.
tail, but if he's going into the ship itself,
Yes.
then I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna add a d6 onto this.
Okay.
So boop and boop. So 12.
12. Stargoyle gets rejected from the console.
No.
Almost as if he enters in and then gets shoved back out and like gets pushed back actually towards you.
Ah, you cat.
Wasn't me, I don't know.
Like,
Oh, that was rude. Ugh. Never mind then.
Johnny is hitting.
Oh, hang on a minute. We're going to war, aren't we? They could start a fight, which would be like war, right?
It would be very much like war, almost indistinguishable from it.
I better press the war preparation button. This one, warp.
War P. All right, so you're gonna do a blind jump. All right, hold on. Let me get back to that page there, because that's a thing. That's a whole thing. I believe I need you to roll me a D100. Pretty sure.
Is up good or is down good?
Oh, up's good. You don't want to be very low.
I do have one reroll in the bag, so
50. All right, let's see what a 50 is. I gotta look for it. Under.
do I reroll? Dead center. I couldn't have had a more average roll.
I know you literally couldn't. Have. It's literally impossible. All right. Ships. Is it under ships? I know this. Aw, jump. Thank you, Control F. All right. Okie dokie. So a blind jump. Da 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 da. All right. D100. Roll to 50. All right. You sticking with that roll?
Not when you say it like that. No, I'm gonna use my.
I'm just asking. Are you sticking
Oh,
with that?
I don't know if it's good or not. No, Johnny's lucky. We'll go for one more.
All right.
Yes.
71. All right. That is better than a 50. So you are near target. So you're gonna jump towards the moon, I guess. Towards, because you're gonna have you have the.
Not exactly towards, because if they follow us, I don't want to be like, oh, look at this mining operation we've just stumbled upon.
So like parallel to, but not like straight towards.
Yeah, moon adjacent.
Okay. So you're within 10 minutes of where you tried. 10 minutes of sublight travel of where you wanted to port to with a 74. So 71. So you're pretty on target. And you are away from the SS Vincent.
Is there anything around, like an asteroid or anything like that? I want to do the Slave One Star Wars thing and land on an asteroid as quick as possible.
Because of where the moon is on Malachor 4, there's a lot of asteroids. There's actually a large asteroid belt that's not too far away, so you're probably near the asteroid belt. So, you want to land on an asteroid?
Yeah, I want to try and land on an asteroid.
Okay, give me a piloting check.
I don't think I've successfully landed this ship once.
I don't think you have either. And it's a little harder to land on an asteroid, but Stargoyle can assist. He just can't go into the console. He got rejected, which you've never seen before.
He did get rejected. This ship probably has a mind of its own or something.
Something you hadn't thought of before, but maybe you would look into now.
Yeah.
19.
Nice.
All right, 19. No problems. The DC for landing on an asteroid was 17. So you put us down on an asteroid, because an asteroid's a moving, like twirling object. It's a little harder to land on.
Can we say it's like a complete fluke? Like it's like the asteroid's like twirling, and Johnny just happens to be twirling with it, and they end up on it.
And they end up on the same time. Yep.
Well, yep.
Like
Engine off, take the keys out, done.
Like engaged like the landing gear at the right moment as you were like, yeah, boop. Oh, there we go.
Nice work, Johnny. Thank you so much.
Just turn off all the power and everything. Just turn off everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely haven't seen this in a movie before.
All right. So you're turning off everything. So like you're like lights, like just emergency lights. You're choo 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 choo. So, JB is kind of saying hi again, and like while this is going on, like he's like, so do you see that big ship out there? Looks really intimidating. I really hope that we don't fight it.
Ish is going to, in the middle of JB's sentence, just shove her hammer so he can hold it and say, shh, and pull out her gummies and start eating and watching everything that's going on.
He'll hold your hammer. He's happy to feel useful. So, he'll... Okay. I mean, okay.
And when he whispers okay, she's gonna turn to him and go, shh, and eat again. Shh.
Well, Captain,
It's just quieter each time.
And then once they land, she's definitely gonna put away the gummies and pull the hammer back.
Yeah, you pull the hammer back as the lights go.
right, Captain, power's off.
Awesome.
We're on an asteroid.
Yep.
We're not near anything except, well, the asteroid.
Yeah, just keep it low here for a second.
I mean, hopefully they do try and follow us, because I don't know how much damage an asteroid would do to a ship that size, but...
If I had to guess, they probably have some sort of deflector shields and other things we haven't figured out how to use here yet.
Yeah, well, you know they've like saved planets from blockades. While you were in the engine room while this was going on, and you were like, "Oh, wait, why is the engine going to?"
No one tell Junker. No one tell.
While you were doing it, you're like, "It looks like the ship's going to what? Why are we moving so jerkily? What is happening?" Respectable, sexy lady enters again, and she goes, "I have been doing some lifting, Junker."
That is good. It is important to maintain fitness while on long space voyages.
I completely agree. I suppose Vex do not require as much physical fitness, or am I incorrect in the matter? I do not know much about Vex. None have shown interest before.
Well, I require basic maintenance. However, my strength remains the same regardless, without need for activities such as lifting.
Interesting. So you would say your endurance is very good.
Yes, you could say that.
Nah, interesting. Well, I know Vex do not drink, but you need oil, no?
From time to time, yes.
Nah. Well, Scott's just gone.
Sorry.
He's so oblivious. He doesn't even know what's happening. That's my favorite part.
God.
And so she's like, interesting. What sort of hobbies do you enjoy?
Well, I tend to enjoy tinkering on things. I can make some rather impressive materials, tools, and weapons out of scrap.
So you're good with hands too. Interesting.
Yes. What if you would refer to these as hands? Most would.
What would you refer to them as if not hands?
Well, in terms of the technical specifications of my build, they might have been called gripping implements.
Gripping implements. Very interesting.
Yes, I have a very firm grip.
Perhaps you could demonstrate grip sometime. I'm curious as to know what the Vex grip strength is like.
If you would like, I could demonstrate that.
please. And at this point, the ship goes into the mod jump, and you guys crash into each other inside of the engine room. Give me dexterity saving throw, please.
Who crashes into who?
That's the question here.
11. I'll add a d6 to that.
Okay.
14.
20 plus. Oh. So you crash into her a little bit. She's very firmly footed. Like, it doesn't even phase her. It's like, and you're like, oh. And she catches you. And then she's like, oh, careful. I think we just went into mod jump. And then the lights go down to emergency light.
Thank you for catching me. I should contact the captain and ask what is happening.
I'm gonna be so mad if y'all like reenact the scene from Ghost, but with fixing engineering equipment and stuff. So mad.
I suppose it would be good to know what is going on before demonstrating grip in case it's life or death emergency.
Junk has just been donated 2 magic items for his superior grip. There.
Oh god.
Excellent.
It's yes, we should do that.
Okay, so
I'm
there's
also
like the
curious
little
as to why the lighting
comms.
got so low.
It is very low indeed.
I want to
Like-
know how long Lindy's been planning this.
As soon as the words respectable, sexy lady came out of Junkar's mouth. Alright. So, yeah, comms to contact the captain. Alright. I'm actually looking to see if any of the trinkets have specifically anything to do with grip, so you comms the captain while I glance.
Okay. Captain, what is happening?
We found an asteroid, but we had to turn on our lights.
Why did you warp to the asteroid?
Because Junka, we had to get here very fast.
Was there something urgent?
No, it was more of a slow burn, really. It's fine, Junka. We'll be back up in a few. I'm gonna gauge how long the ship is. In like an hour. Hold tight.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing you're shutting like everything down but life support and emergency lights, like going dark.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
we're going Matrix, the Nebuchadnezzar style dark here.
Nice. All right. So, what is everybody doing during? We're gonna say you're gonna be dark for probably about 2-3 hours, just to be safe. Make sure nothing's following or finding you out or anything. So, what's everybody doing? What is the captain and Johnny doing in Starcoil?
Captain, well, that's the engine room known, but we should probably tell the others what's going on. Do you want to do it, or shall I do it?
You go ahead and do that, Johnny. And I'm actually going to leave the ship, hold my breath, and just sort of monitor the outside to make sure I don't see any like spotlights coming off of their ship.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What about Ish?
Ish is going to just like turn and start heading down the hall, realize that JB's still holding her hammer and not following, and then grab the hammer and pull JB with the hammer down the hall.
This is
Because
your friends now.
yes, don't blow it. And she's gonna drag him all the way to where we eat. and arm wrestle.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. Arm wrestling in the dark. Oh my.
Scandalous.
Scandalous. Maybe he's not the strongest, but you rolled pretty low. So, oh, you beat him.
Good. It's just gonna be very disappointed if she didn't.
You beat him. It's a little close for a second, and then you get him.
Ish is gonna look at him since she beat him and say, so, can you keep a secret?
Yes, of course I can keep a secret. I've got a lot of secrets.
She's not gonna look reassured, but she's gonna lean over and pull out the key cards out of her pocket and lay them down and spread them out and just look at him.
Those look. It's pretty dark. It's just emergency lighting. It's like, are those key cards? Kind of like feeling them a little bit.
I don't know, but I want to know where they like come from, but I can't figure it out. So if you can keep a secret, you can help me figure it out.
Yeah, no, I won't tell anybody. This would be great. We can find out where they open, what they open, where, what. I don't know. Could be a place. Could be a thing. I don't know.
Shh.
Okay, sorry.
And she's gonna grab the key cards, and then they're gonna look again for the doors.
Excellent.
If there's doors or anything.
Yeah, so you guys gonna look in the dark? Crawl around in the dark looking for...
I imagine it's not productive. Like, I don't think that they're ever gonna find anything. I think most of it turns into JB, like, trying to talk to Ish. Yeah. And Ish is really trying to look.
Well, he's gonna try to look too, because he wants to see if he can impress you. So give me another investigation check.
Investigation.
Oh, he didn't roll very well, though. He rolled better than you, but neither of you rolled very well. He's good.
Well, we tried.
You guys tried really hard, and you're kind of looking around. You kind of get distracted at some point, and just like wind up like it's like when you're a kid in the cardboard box maze, and it's just like super fun. So you guys are just crawling around the air vents and stuff.
Wow. I feel like eventually it turns into a race if she decides that she wants to beat JB.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
So they're running into walls in the dark.
Yes, bouncing off of walls in the dark. 110%. All right, so Junkar, you're in the engine room. It's pretty dark. There's a little bit more emergency light in the engine room because you have to be able to see what you're fixing in an engine in emergency, but it's still very dim. And we're gonna say I didn't see anything having to deal with grip, so it's not as exciting. So one of your things is going to be your hands are now calibrated to you can crush up to yeah, you got some calibrated hands like Garrus over there at the calibrations. Anyways, you can intricately control how firm or gentle you can grab things, meaning you can crush like up to like 100 pounds psi. You can like super strong if you want, or you could be like boop, like perfectly hold a feather. So you have super action grip as one of your magical items, so you can crush some stuff.
Very skilled grip.
Very skilled grip. And then your other one was we're gonna go with this because it's funny and I like it. Where was it? All right, so you can also this is part of the thing. One of the things is a hunk of metal that warms. It always feels warm to the touch. So we're also gonna say that your hands, your Vect grippy hands, are warm to the touch. You don't have cold robot hands.
Saucy.
Yeah. In fact, we'll just say your whole like your metal chassis. Like you're not like a cold Vect. You're a warm Vect. You have a heating implement.
Okay.
That sounds pretty magical.
Mm-hmm.
Part of your systems. Yeah, awesome. So those are your 2 magical things. And I keep almost wanting to say her name, but you guys haven't figured it out yet. No one's asked her. So, respectable, sexy lady. I know you're not going to. Respectable, sexy lady is like, so, what should we do? In dark? Well, ship is stuck for several hours.
Well, I should check the engine to make sure that it wasn't broken during warp drive. And I'm going to just turn away from her and walk towards the engine. And then, like, you see him, like, bend down to, like, get in and, like, just start checking things.
All right,
Showing off his, like, robo glutes.
That's robo glutes. I love it. She's just gonna stand there and watch. She's gonna be like, how is the engine looking? And I do not know much about the engines, but I'm willing to learn.
Well, this is a dark matter engine. The warp drive takes quite a bit of energy out of it, but it seems to be that everything is still in working order, despite the sudden jump.
Yeah, you know that was not a planned jump, and so you're like, oh, that was a blind jump. You know, blind jump can go real bad. There could be void encounters, disasters, scorched, desynchronized, just bad stuff can happen. Doesn't happen easily, but it can happen. So she's like, I will watch and assist if need be. I know names of tools, but I do not know how to work the engine.
Excellent. I appreciate that. And I'll just keep kind of going through.
She's just gonna
occasionally asking, like, can you pass me a Wrenchinator 3000?
Duh. And she'll just hand you tools as need be. So, and a few hours later, appears to be the coast is clear, Captain Lysander. You are not been followed. They have not found you. And you are appears to be fairly safe.
Incredible. Well, that that wasn't my favorite thing to do.
Yeah,
but it's good. Let's head out.
Yeah, you come in as you come into the ship, like, because you had to like exit through the airlock. You come back into the airlock and you hear like Ish and JB like thumping against the walls and running, like maybe giggling occasionally. And they're making a lot of noise just running around, and so that's what's going on. And then you pass by the engine room and you see respectable sexy lady handing Junkar tools as Junkar appears to be checking the engine. These are just things you see as you go back up to the bridge. And then Archibald has like a little like camping lamp on like the mess table, and he's like got his spectacles on the brim of his nose, and he's trying to read in the low light to do some of his paperwork. He's writing a thesis. He tells me he's gone back to college to get a second degree. It's online school though, so he used to use a lot of Spoogle. And then Black Whirlwind is passed out. He's asleep. He got real drunk and fell asleep. He's on a stone slab snoring. And then Johnny's up in the bridge. Johnny, the captain, comes back in. Unless the captain makes any stops along the way. Okay.
Listen, I'm not saying anything to the captain unless she says something to me.
I'm sorry, I froze for a second there, so I missed some things. I think.
Okay, so you come in, you see Ish and JB bumping along blindly, running full speed through these hallways. Professor Archibald has his little glasses on the end of his nose. He's doing reading with the camping light, and then you see respectable, sexy lady helping Junker
Oh,
in the
okay.
room. She's handing him tools. It appears that Black Whirlwind's been passed out at the lit bar.
Okay. The running with jailbait, a little weird. Archibald, super cute right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I look in this scene and my eyes narrow. Is he showing off his robo-glutes?
Is he still showing off his robo glutes?
I mean, not intentionally.
So I look in and my eyes narrow and
Hello, Captain.
hi. How hi. I didn't see you there. Hi.
Typically I'm quite hard to miss. She's like half a foot away from the ceiling of the room.
Yeah.
Must be because the lights are low.
Yeah, maybe it is. You have very.
You do not have low light vision.
Oh no! I have my own light for that. I see you're helping with the engine.
I do not know much about engines, but I know something about tools.
Yeah. I imagine a nice person such as yourself would know their way around a few tools.
I worked construction for a bit.
Yeah.
That explains how you handle tools so well.
Thank you.
Am I interrupting something?
No, I am just working on the engine.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll let you get back to that then.
Is everything all right still?
Yeah, everything's fine.
We did mod jump, and then lights went out, so lights been out for a while, so I'm making sure it's still good.
Yeah, we're still good. I'm gonna go turn those back on now.
Good.
All right. I'm gonna leave now before my voice gets any higher. Bye.
She's gonna, after the captain leaves, she goes, does captain's voice always increase an octave longer she talk?
No, that is actually rather unusual for her. I wonder if perhaps there was a helium leak.
We should be aware of that. My voice is not good on helium. Not good for lungs.
No, I do not believe that your kind can breathe helium. Although the
No.
captain is, not of a race that requires air. Nor am I.
Yeah.
I don't need to come up to breathe.
I'm gonna die.
I have all the good lines, but none of the chutzpah to say them.
Oh boy. Oh, we put the fantasy in roleplay
Just
games.
says them all unintentionally. with zero chutzpah. Oh, I'm guessing you go back up to the bridge.
I do.
Johnny, the captain looks a bit different as she walks up onto the bridge.
How does the captain look, Marcy?
Yeah, how does she look?
A little paler than normal, slightly dejected.
Oh,
Like, it reminds you of how you look when you haven't had enough to drink.
You alright, Captain? You look like you need a drink.
I think I do.
Don't say another word. Let's go to the wet bar. We can leave this all off for a minute.
Yeah, that sounds good. to
Junker's
me.
probably entertained. He probably thinks they probably think it's broken or something.
Yeah, I'm sure Junko is very entertained right now. I say without blinking, flicking on the emergency
Uh-huh.
lights back to our full power.
Uh-huh. Ish, it turns on like there's like the side lights right as you're like running towards ones. It's like, you weren't expecting them to turn on. You're blinded for a second.
She is going to drop to the ground because what else is there to do?
Yeah.
When the lights come on, and she's just gonna lay there for a
Drops to the
minute.
ground. JB freaks out even like more when the lights come on. He's like, he doesn't stop running, but his eyes are closed, and so he trips over you and falls. Like down the hallway. He rolls a little bit.
It's just gonna sit up and start laughing at him.
He appears used to it. But he's just gonna lay there blinded. Buzz! Buzz!
Do we see this on the way to the wet bar?
Yeah, you guys do! Like across a hallway, Scooby-Doo style.
Well, these two have already been at it, Captain.
Wait, where are you guys going? Ish yells across the hallway.
Johnny takes a look at Fox for a second.
We're gonna have a private cabin first mate meeting in the wet bar. It's off limits for a bit.
Oh, fine. And Ish is gonna get up and walk over to JB
I can't
and
drink
poke him
anyway.
with her.
Anyway. You wouldn't believe it, but I'm lawful neutral.
Ish is gonna poke JB with her hammer and be like, get up.
Oh, all right, I'm up. He's like blinking.
And Ish
He's
is
seeming to have been
then
able to see pretty well in the dark, but like now that the lights are packed back on, he's like, so sensitive.
Ish is gonna say, come on, let's go get some pizza. And go get pizza.
His
But
face
she
goes
still-
from like,
What a fight.
to like,
I can show you how to be a shield.
as you say, let's go get some pizza.
Ish is going to make him stand like out, like in a room while she goes and gets the pizza.
Okay.
We're,
He'll like
we're
wait at the
friends.
table next to Archibald.
Like she's cool with him, but pizza's sacred.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to grab the smallest piece she can for him.
Yeah, like the personal serving size, like the 10-inch pizza.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she will make sure that she has like more.
The medium size, like the 12-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
First of all, thank you so much, Speedy, for the sub. You may gift yourself or someone else a reroll, should you wish. If it was Marcy, I'd guess it'd probably end up going to Lindy.
Give Marcy a reroll.
Give Marcy a reroll.
This
And
is
also,
reparations.
This is
Also-
reparation.
thank you very much to Justin, who donates so that he asked for one of two things, Lindy. Either Junker gets a vibration function, or we roll on a magical minor item table.
Are we trying to say, oh gosh, what's that? Oh gosh, what's that data line? The fully functional. Oh God, it's from the episode "Fully Functional" of the Next Generation.
Yeah. I don't see why Effect wouldn't have a vibration option.
It's important for some crafting.
Yeah. Sanding. Buffing.
Sanding.
Buffing. A lot of
Sanding.
buffing.
There's a lot of buffing. A
Buff
lot
the
of
floor.
buffing involved.
Perfect. All right. So the captain and Junker.
And anatomically correct, fully functional and anatomically correct. That's what this.
Lovely. But we're gonna go down to the wet bar. Captain Lysander and first mate Deep. Pour drinks.
Captain, you look like you look like you did on that planet. You got a face like a slapped ass. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing, Johnny. Nothing's wrong.
All right.
Can't really make people feel the way you want them to. So you just have to make them do nothing, I guess. That's fine.
This is about that completely respectable, sexy lady, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
We should really learn her name.
That would require talking to her.
If you see, Captain, if you want anything to happen at some point, you're gonna have to speak to her.
I guess. I mean, I've spoken to her several times, and it really goes well. I think it, it just kind of talk, and then it ends, and then it's done.
I can kind of tell when you do speak to her because you sort of come in either looking flustered and red or dejected and red.
Oh yeah.
Or pale,
So-
rather.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't. Considering I'm blue a lot of the time, I think it's a radical change.
Yes. You could say that. Right, I know exactly what I would do in this situation.
Okay.
We
What
call
would
it Sputch Courage. That's Space Dutch Courage.
Space Dutch courage.
Yeah, Sputch Courage.
Sputch courage.
I
That
know
sounds-
you're airy. Does that affect your ability to become less lucid?
I don't know. Never
But-
really.
Don't get me wrong, this is really terrible advice. But what I would recommend is that you had a couple of drinks and then tried speaking to her.
Okay.
It'll
You know
help
what?
lower your inhibitions.
How about this? I'm gonna have a couple more drinks, and then I will be able to listen to your bad advice about having a couple more drinks to go and get up the courage to talk to her.
Alright, let's do this. I'll go behind the bar, and Johnny is going to go and select some bottles and turn into like full bartender mode, except he doesn't really know what he's doing. They
Yeah,
really don't know what
he's
they're
like-
doing, so they're just going to start mixing things together.
All right. Working with hard liquor here. Give me a con save, Lysander. Let's see how fast, how drunk you get from these drinks.
Constitution saving throw is 15.
All right. So with 15, after a couple, you're feeling a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
More willing to listen to Johnny. You have a couple
Okay.
more.
Yep. Gonna do a couple more.
Alright. Give me another con save. DC's gonna be higher the more
Ooh.
you drink.
Yeah.
All right, you're feeling pretty good. You got that solid buzz. Go, maybe a little tipsy at this point. Tipsy.
How you feeling now? Hang on a minute, don't look. Here I come, I am large respectable sexy lady. Hello, it's me, large respectable sexy lady, can you speak to me?
Johnny, you're not a large respectable.
Hang on a minute, I've got something behind the bar here. How about...
Oh no.
Now! Hello! I am large respectable sexy lady.
Oh, well, I didn't expect to see you here. Hello.
My god, I think you're ready.
Okay, I could do this.
Hang on a minute.
Johnny throws the props back down and runs round the bar to like straighten Lysander up, like make sure the uniform looks good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Get all your hair lovely, that's it, yeah.
I just look like Johnny at the end.
Yeah.
He's even holding the picture frame wonky.
Perfect!
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
I'll be right here waiting for when you're finished.
Okay.
Unless you take really long, in which case... Anyway, you carry on.
All right. Okay. We'll do work in the next cycle. And I'm gonna teeter off to find
Mm-hmm.
large, respectable, sexy lady.
Where do you look for large, respectable, sexy lady?
In the last place I saw her, which
All
was
right, you go. So, well, the captain was having a few drinks. You did all your engine checks, and like respectable, sexy lady informed you, Junker. Well, it is time for me to lift things, so I will be in cargo bay, lifting heaviest things I can find.
Ah. I would be careful about what you find in the cargo bay. Do not try to lift any suspicious unmarked packages, just in case.
No, I brought weight set. I will be lifting those.
Oh, okay. Very well.
So she walks off. A few minutes later, the captain walks in. Oh, a little wibbly wobbly.
As Captain Fox leaves the bar, can I just shout down the ship?
Uh-huh.
But sort of trying so that only the captain can hear. At least get a name.
At least get her name. Right, so Captain, you totter and you see Junker by himself.
Hey, Junker.
Hello,
Hello.
Captain.
There's you're good fact. I'm gonna stumble up to him.
Are you all right, Captain? You are acting strangely.
You, and I'm gonna honest. You ask too many questions. I like you, but you ask too many questions, it's gonna get you into trouble.
Would you prefer it if I asked fewer questions?
I don't actually care. If you ask any questions, I'll answer all your questions. I'm just saying, the more you know, the more you don't want to know.
I have many questions about this world and the people who are on this ship. Still,
Of course. You can ask them all you want, but where's the respectable, large, sexy lady? Where'd she go?
she headed to the cargo hold to lift heavy things.
That's really cool. I'm gonna go join her in lifting heavy things. I'll be back.
All right,
Have fun.
be careful. I know that you are not proficient in lifting heavy things.
Oh, Junker, you have no idea. And I'm gonna smile at him and stumble off.
All right, you stumble into the cargo bay, and she's got like, she's kind of like lined up a couple boxes like a weight bench, and she's just pumping iron.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hello, Captain.
Hi. Sorry about earlier. I didn't mean to make it weird.
Junker said you may have inhaled too much helium while out on an asteroid.
Oh.
That's why your voice went up octave.
Hmm.
She starts just doing some curls.
Huh. I don't think that's true.
Was theory.
I see. So it struck me that we don't actually know your name.
Oh, that's right. I never finished paperwork because I hate paperwork.
So do I.
Zraskova.
Soraskova.
Raskova. Da.
It's a good name. Alright, well, I'll let
It's
you.
one I have.
Huh, well. Thank you for joining us on this this mission. Maybe after this we can keep you around for a bit longer.
Oh, I would not mind longer term employment.
Well, the jitters are gone. But the ability to speak still doesn't come back. So,
You do
Right.
not mind if I lift in cargo bay, as long as cargo bay not full.
yeah, please don't break the cargo bay. How much you lifting anyway?
I don't know how much people lift. A lot. Like
So
how
much.
much do people lift?
Say like 500
Okay, probably.
without saying a unit.
Yeah, 500. 500.
500.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I curl 250.
Well, this was a good talk.
Nah, I will finish paperwork.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Nah, then I won't.
Yep. And then I'm gonna turn on my heels and quickly say under my breath, "You're very pretty," and then walk out the room.
Walk back to Johnny. I got her name.
Yep. Yep.
The real question, do you remember what it was?
Raskova.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go? Do you come back to the bar? What do you do next?
Oh yeah. I'll just walk. through.
10 minutes later, she's back
Cargo.
at the bar again.
Yeah. Yeah, I go back to the bar. Where's Ish?
Ish, you running around with that kid. How'd it go?
JP, are you
That's never gonna sound good. Well, I got a name. It's Raskova.
Hey!
Yeah.
And then what else did you talk about?
Ship things.
Ship things.
Uh-huh.
Are you two gonna have a drink, maybe? One?
Oh, I should have done that. Oh god, I'm bad at this.
No! Yes, no, not really.
I spent the last 6 years living in a monastery. I'm really bad at this now. I used to be really
Right.
good at this. Oh,
All
what
right.
happened to me?
Right. You've been brainwashed by nuns.
If you think that being able to burn myself inside out would make me, I don't know, slightly more hot.
Maybe you should try that. No, don't try that. Don't try that. Never try that. Why don't you just think about everything that the nuns would do and do the opposite?
Johnny, that is so many things. That's a lot of things. That's so many things.
But it'd be pretty hot, though.
I guess? I feel like we're opening the door to a lot of possibilities that I just don't want to explore right now.
Not even with, Raskova? How'd you say it?
Raskova.
Raskova! Not even with Raskova?
Pretty sure, no, I don't. Ugh. It's just a lot of things. So many.
I've got a lot of questions about these nuns and your mind.
I mean, some things that the nuns did, I would do, to be honest. But for the most part, I don't know. I think I just need just have another drink.
I mean, you don't want to overdo it. I'm kidding! Let's have a drink!
Right. Well, that was fun. Now get back.
Alright. Excuse me, I just need to, I'm just gonna run to the lavatory. I'll be right back.
Johnny's gonna leave the bar.
Uh-huh.
Johnny is
You
going
pass by Ish and JB eating pizza.
They're having fun, they're fine. They're just kids playing around.
I'm going to seek out large, respectable, sexy lady.
All right, she's pumping metal of some type, units of metal in the cargo bay. She's doing pull-ups now.
Hello, Raskover, isn't it?
Ah, hello.
Captain requested your presence in the wet bar.
Ah.
And Johnny's gonna go to bed. A happy, happy first mate.
She's like, I will finish this set and be there at once. So she'll finish her like 50 pull-ups, and then she's already halfway through, and then that's a lot of pull-ups, so it's a good number. Also, it's a slightly less gravity in the ship than it is on planet side, so and then so you're drinking in the bar, Alexander, and Ish. JB's asking what your favorite pizza toppings are. Like, you guys are discussing the finer points of pizza. Deep dish, thin crust, like, you know, pineapple, no pineapple, like that kind of thing. You know, finer points of pizza cuisine. He seems to be quite well versed.
Ish would be rather impressed, and that this whole pizza conversation is just, especially with his vast knowledge of pizza,
Yes.
she definitely would be opening up a little bit more about, like, speaking more about pizza. And
Yeah.
it sounds like she's going to take over the conversation, and he's not going to be able to get a word in because she's talking about, oh, but then one time I had this Italian pepperoni, and the pepperoni was great, but no. Never had deep dish pepperoni with double cheese. And what is up with pineapple? Why can't you put other things?
Right. Yeah, he's just like agreeing at that point. Like, they're like, oh, yeah. No, I feel the same way about that. Yeah, he is. He's about this pizza talk. Completely about it. And Junker, you're working on the engines. Completely oblivious to the love triangle happening around you. Johnny goes to bed content, and you're sitting there nursing your drink, and you see Raskova walk into the room.
I see her walk into the engine room.
You'd see her, Lysander would see her walk into the bar, sorry.
Can I add one thing to my going to bed routine?
Sure.
I think the ship can stay on low profile on this asteroid for a night. I'm
Okay.
gonna go and turn off all the
Turn
systems
down
again.
Oh.
So she enters the bar and the lights go again. Oh. Perhaps error.
That might
Lights.
be. What is Johnny? What's
Ah,
it?
I do not know.
That's fine. Gonna go get Junko. Maybe he can fix
Walk
the lights.
I guess I will have drinks since here.
Yeah, please. And I'm gonna. I'll make her a drink before I go
Okay,
to get Junko. What do you have?
whatever.
All
Not
right.
big.
I'll make her the equivalent of an old fashioned.
Okay. She'll like sip on it for a little bit and then just down the rest of it.
Nice.
Crunch. She definitely crunches on the ice though. She eats the ice. And then you go get Junker.
Go get Junker to fix the lights.
Johnny, you're laying there almost asleep, and then the lights turn back on. Somehow you know that
Yeah.
even though you were so smooth, it didn't prevail this time.
I'll tell the captain. It seems that someone just turned them off. There's nothing wrong with them.
Oh, well. Oh, Johnny. Ah. Just all of those synapses start connecting with
Connecting.
like him
Oh,
never
Johnny.
showing up, her coming into the room, and then the lights dimming. Just
You're just like,
Okay.
it makes sense now.
When Johnny's lying in bed and the lights come back on, they just sigh.
Tried so hard. So hard. And with that, with the light and the sigh, and the waiting on the asteroid just to lay low for another day, that's where we're gonna wrap up today's session.
nice.
You guys are very close to your asteroid mining. You'll get there lickety split. Thanks to that mod jump. And yeah, we're gonna wrap up there. with getting to know some of your hired crew a little better, hot stir with drama a bit, and get to know each other a little bit better.
I'm all about the slow burns with these things. It's so good.
It's so good.
I love it so much.
Oh, you've just gifted Johnny a new game.
The captain definitely does have anti-game, though.
Yes, it's the
And
best
Joker
thing about
has
it.
That game that he has no idea exists. Oh my gosh.
Well, here we are at the end, everyone. Let's go round and talk about our favorite part of today's show. What we do, where we can find each other online, and all that good stuff. Let's go this way around. Let's go to Sassy first. Oh, hi, Sassy.
Oh, hi! Well, that was an adventure. I'm not really sure how to have like one favorite moment because there was so much happened, and I don't. Okay, I mean it's obvious, but like the love triangle kills me because on one side I'm dying laughing, and on the other side I just feel so much for Captain, and I'm like, come on, you can do it. No. I think that's my favorite part, just because just the vastness of the emotional controversy existing within my body. But I am Sassy with Sander, sorry, Mubby. You can find me on pretty much every social media under that name. I am on YouTube, so check it out. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Next around, we have Marcy.
Hi, everybody. My name is Marcy. I'm one half of the Phantom Roll Booth. You can find me there. I do operating stuff. I'm also on Saturdays this Saturday coming up. We have Waterdeep Dragon Heist with Gold Heart Group, and that starts at 11 a.m. EST. And I think that's it for me right now. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Owl of Lycia is coming back in a couple of months. Yay.
And your favorite part of today's show?
Right. My favorite part of today's, this whole session was like a train wreck, like into several other trains, and all of them were very emotional. I think my favorite part, I had two. I really love how Ish just steals where did the vitamins come from? Where did those come from? And the squiggly eye thing, and then slamming it on the eyes was so good. There's just no chill, and I love it. It's good. My other favorite part was learning that the warrant is really just for my uncle. But it doesn't even matter. We'd lose the ship if we turned ourselves in. I'm still wanted. Maybe. I don't know yet.
100% what Scrap was thinking during that interaction. Like,
right.
Oh no, planet arrest. They're under planet arrest.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Next around we have Speedy, not so speedruns.
Hello. God, this is so much fun. I remember we were starting this game and we were like, oh, it's gonna be a bunch of like stealing stuff in space. And here we are just dating, and it's so good. It's so much better than any crimes we could be committing. I mean, granted, we're dating while committing space crimes and running away from the space cops, but like, it's so good.
I love when the intro video's got like, drug deals and like, weapons and we're like, oh.
Drug deals, weapons.
Yeah, we're here.
Why, hello, stone giant lady.
This is gonna turn into like The Bachelor in space.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love it. I love this so much. I love just playing as Junkar, who's completely oblivious but still absolutely has game somehow. I love like Lysander just being. My favorite part of this episode was Marcy's face while Junkar was flirting. It was so good and so angry, so full of pure rage. I loved it. Oh my god! Sorry, Oh god. Yeah, this is so much fun. I cannot wait for next week. This is my favorite thing to do every week. My name is Speedy. You can find me everywhere as Not So Speedruns on Twitch and Twitter. You can also catch me on Encounter Roleplay on Fridays, where I'm playing in a very, very dark Blood Plague campaign in Zweihander. I'm also a community manager for Cast Together, which is a community dedicated to mental health on Twitch. We're in the midst of planning our next charity campaign, which is starting next week, actually, called Valentine's Day Doesn't Have to Suck. It's going to be from February 11th to 15th. I think I have those days right. And we're going to have a bunch of streamers who are raising money for To Write Love on Our Arms, fantastic nonprofit, during all that time. I'm planning to do some streams in like Monster Prom probably, and some other dating games and stuff. So check that out. Follow @Cast Together on Twitter to see more about that. Thank you so much. Oh god, I love this show. I love you all.
It's fantastic. Thank you. And we'll go to you next, Lindy. I'll do my favorite bits at the end. Lindy!
Awesome. Hey! I'm Lindy. This has been super fun. I was immediately plotting what Raskova was gonna do. As soon as Junkar said, "Hello, respectable sexy lady," I was like, she's gonna appreciate that boldness. And Marcy gonna be so mad. And so as soon as I looked up and I saw your face, I was like, perfect.
Honestly, I kind of thought that would happen too, and I was like, I'm okay with this.
And so my favorite part has to be that and the love triangle's existence. I'm gonna have so much fun with that as a DM. Like, just plot away. I'm so excited. Also, we get to the illegal space mining this time. I wasn't sure what you were gonna do with the law enforcement, so but I really liked the laying low on an asteroid for a few hours. Gave you guys more time to get to know the crew a little better and have some opportune lights out moments. But you can find me online at LaughLoveLindy on the Twitches, Twitters, Instagram, all that social medias. If it's got a username, it's probably LaughLoveLindy, and I'm on it. But I just play/DM about a dozen tabletop RPGs a week. Specifically, I'm starting a mini campaign a month showcasing lesser known tabletop RPGs, because everyone knows D&D, but what about all these other ones? So this month is Mouse Guard, and so tomorrow from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern, mini Mouse Guard February campaign starts. It's DM'd by Ethan Robot Bear. He's super cool, super awesome, and I'm playing the cutest little mouse. I'm so excited. It's kind of also a learn by play, so you can kind of learn the system as we learn the system as we play. So keep an eye for that. And then Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern, Teenagers from Outer Space, our once a month campaign on my channel, is this weekend. We are pumped. We are hyped. There's actually a poll on Twitter as for what we're going to be. It's on Kiana as Twitter, as for what the theme's going to be for the episode. So I think it was science fair in the lead last I checked, but you could change the opinion on that poll. So go vote on that and see what we're going to do on Saturday, because I don't know, but Corellia's ready for it. Aside from that, just follow me to see when I'm going live where. Those are my two big exciting things for this weekend, so check that out.
Thank you so much. I can't choose my favorite thing between Marcy's angry face and with the drawing, and Marcy's or rather Fox's anti-game. Fox's anti-game is strong. Like that is I love it, not just for this session, I love it for future sessions too. It's brought a new element to this, and it's great. We did a bunch of other cool stuff as well, like landing on a moving asteroid and Johnny's locked back, maybe. But that tops it. I'm Scraticus. You can find me here. This is my channel. If you are here and you're enjoying yourself, check out our social links. You can see Discord, Twitter, and YouTube there. YouTube is updated weekly, well, daily almost. Definitely daily, twice daily. Twitter, send me a DM and I will get you I'll get you a game. That's as simple as that. We currently still have a space on Wednesdays at 6 PM and Fridays at 6 PM before the end of the season in March, at the end of March. So we're very full, but we're also very keen to get you games, and there's also a few weekend games coming as well. Also, check out the Discord. It's a safe, inclusive space where you come and talk about this game and all the other games. There's a channel dedicated to this game that you guys can come and talk about it if you would like. What else do we have? We have a Patreon. Check out our Patreon. You can find some free articles on there about TTRPGs, and you can support us over there for as little as $1 a month. If you want to get a crest on your chest, head over to the Redbubble site, where you can support us through buying merchandise. And we also have sponsors, primarily Mage Hand Press, this show, which has created the Dark Matter Alpha, the expansion for D&D 5e, which allows you to have double barrel shotguns, etc. Sorry, chat, stop it. Also, Bird in the Storm Publishing, who write modules for D&D and other TTRPGs. Please do check them out too. We are going to go on a raid today. We're actually going to raid someone who is a Dungeons & Dragons player, but they're not playing Dungeons & Dragons right now. They're cooking. They're in the kitchen. So we're going to go and raid Madame Gandalf.
Yay!
Madame Gandalf. Now, normally, Madame Gandalf has an amazing raid response, but I know in the kitchen it doesn't work so well because they're on their laptop, but you should give them a follow and just hang out, because when they are sitting at their desk, they have the most amazing raid response, and it's amazing. Did I use amazing too much there? Maybe. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, keep on evoking emotions, and we will see you later on. Bye!